What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Mean Gene Live, the only show on Terrier TV with a hashtag NFG attitude. I'm your host, Mean Gene. Along with me is my partner in crime, Matt Savage Conklin. How's it going, Matt?
Thank you for having me, Mean Gene.
I appreciate it.
Now let me tell you something, Mean Gene. Let's talk about WrestleMania.
I agree. All right, so as my co-host just said, we're here to discuss WrestleMania 33 that took place Sunday at the Citrus Bowl in Orlando, Florida, and was hosted by The New Day, Xavier Woods, Big E, and Kofi Kingston. It was a star-studded event with a lot of great matches and surprises, and possibly the end to a legend and, in my opinion, the greatest of all time.
That's right, Mean Gene. But before we talk about the main card, we're going to quickly summarize the WrestleMania pre-show. So, did you even watch it, Gene?
I'm going to be honest with you, I skipped most of it. But I do know, the only match I actually saw was the Cruiserweight match, because that was actually pretty fun. I don't know if you saw that one. That was actually pretty good.
Who watches that
Dude, you're a hate. Dude, it's now good because you got Neville and Aries now, two guys that people actually care about.
And
they get a reaction.
Don't forget Mojo Rawley.
Oh, yeah, the Andre the Giant, or as I call it, How to Bury Talent, Memorial Battle Royal.
How stupid was that?
Yeah.
Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah, not Braun Strowman. I'm not going to lie, this was like the first Battle Royale in a long time I've seen where the wrestlers are actually smart and get rid of the big guy. I'm like, oh my gosh, someone's using their brains here. Oh, what a concept. And then as you said, we had Rob, whatever the hell his name is, I didn't care who he was. I didn't care who he was. He came in and helped Mojo win, which is great, whatever. Then you had the Intercontinental title match. You know, there were people who were actually surprised that I was on the pre-show. I was like, how are you shocked? Like, we get the women's match on the Smackdown women's match on the main card, so you don't think that Vince and the Raw creative team is going to screw us over by putting the Intercontinental title match on the pre-show?
And I'll tell you why it was on the pre-show. Because of Baron Corbin.
Oh, right, you don't like Corbin. Yeah, you a hater, man. You a hater. But I am surprised he didn't win, though. I thought he was going to win the match.
Baron Corbin.
Piss off, boy. All right, then. Now that we got through all that, let's talk about the main card. The first match on the main card was the phenomenal one, AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon. So what'd you think of that match, Matt?
Gene, that was the best match on the card. To be completely honest with you, it was great.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, I'm a big detractor of this guy.
Yeah.
To be completely honest with you.
Yeah, hater.
His matches with Cena, I hated him so much. But I gotta say, the phenomenal one delivered last night.
Such a pissant, you know that? Okay, well, yeah, you're right. Shane McMahon, people were criticizing it at the very beginning because they were like, well, this is not this match has rules in it. You know, it's a straight up wrestling match, so this is not Shane's wheelhouse. And I'm telling these people, like, y'all forget who he's facing. This is AJ Styles. You know, it's not like he's facing Triple H. You know what I mean? Like, no offense to the man of three H's, but come on, you ain't doing that. But you had different spots where even though it was a straight up wrestling match, you had a part where the referee got knocked out. So she saw Shane do the coast to coast.
That was Kyoto who got knocked out.
Yeah, well, I don't know who he is. I don't pay attention to these refs.
That's how you know it was going to be a good match, because Mike Kyoto called the match.
Oh, yeah?
He chooses the best match of the night. He always does, if you look closely.
I feel like the other
He's the referee with the elbow pad.
Oh, yeah. All I remember is Little Nate. Those are the ones that's the ones I remember. You had the coast to coast. You had the elbow where Shane missed. I thought that was great. And then, of course, you saw Shane doing a bunch of stuff I didn't see. So I was like, yo, that's awesome. Shane is good. And then, of course, you had AJ win, which he had to. Because this is come on. Shane wasn't winning this match. Yeah. I knew that since the beginning.
Yeah, no. AJ lost last year, so it's okay.
We'll do that. So congrats to AJ Styles. Shane, props to you, bro, because that was actually a pretty good match.
The second match on the card was Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens for the United States Championship. This was a feud that had been building since August. And when Chris and Kevin had first teamed up, they were best friends, right?
Yeah.
But they deteriorated that friendship pretty quickly. And I think we all knew what was going to happen because, as you know, Chris Jericho is going on tour soon.
Yeah.
So he had to drop the title.
Oh, yeah, I agree. And I'm glad he did it to KO, even though part of me still mad he beat AJ last year. I was like, and then, of course, then you lose. I feel like by doing that, then, of course, they had to let KO win this one, which I thought it was a good match. I'm not going to lie. I'm glad they followed the ring psychology of when you're in the ring and you hate this guy, you go straight up to beat the hell out of him. You don't go, let's do some submission holds. So I'm like, what is this? I hate when they do that. I'm like, if you hate somebody, go beat them up, which is what exactly what they did.
They started out with punches right off the bat.
That's exactly what they did, And it was good. You saw KO, of course, teasing like, oh, we were never friends.
It was aggressive.
I hate you. Yeah. And, of course, he ended it with that, was it a power bomb on the turnbuckle, right?
On the apron,
outside. And then he got the win.
Yeah, it was just a solid feud, a solid match, and you really can't, I mean, I hope people aren't complaining about that.
Oh, I hope they're not. The only thing I thought I wanted them to do was that let's say if this is Jericho, if Jericho's not coming back for a long time, they should have done where like Kevin Owens just keeps power bombing him until the point where the referee stopped the match. Where then you see like there's a legit reason why Chris Jericho can't be here because he's been out cold because Kevin Owens took him out. But like I said, it was a good match. We're glad KO won. Dude, new United States champion. So congrats, bro. All right, man. The next match on the card was a fatal four-way match for the Raw Women's Championship between Raw Women's Champion Bayley, Charlotte, Sasha, and Nia Jax. So what did you think of this match, Matt?
What did I think of this match, Gene?
Yeah, what did you think of this match?
I didn't give a about that match.
Oh, okay.
But I gotta say, it was a little better than I thought it would be because it was an elimination match.
Yeah.
So the action lasted a little bit longer.
I feel like that added to it.
You had a little bit of like a Shield moment. You had the three team up on Nia Jax. But all in all, it was very your standard fatal four-way elimination.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, she got eliminated.
The entrances were cool. I gotta say.
Charlotte's entrance. Yeah. Sasha's entrance. Oh my God. Bayley was in, who was Nia Jax. She just came out with a long dress.
They cut off her music before she even got to the ring.
I was like, wow, what a respect. She's supposed to be from the Samoan legacy, you know what I mean? I thought they treat those people like, like they're special in the house. But it's so sad. That's what it is, bro. But first Nia got eliminated, then Sasha, which I was surprised about. I thought it was going to be Bayley versus Sasha in the end. And then I see Charlotte, then it was Charlotte versus Bayley, and then of course Bayley won. I'm like, congrats to Bayley, The match was okay. I honestly didn't give a damn that much. I prefer, I'm not that I don't hate these women, just that it's like, this was okay. You know what I mean? I feel like they're just waiting for Becky Lynch to come to Raw so they can do that 4 horsewomen thing. But I think, everybody, like what you said, Nia Jax stood on her own. I feel like she did pretty good. She's still pretty green, which is very noticeable. But other than that, good match. I liked it. Congrats to Bayley. She retained her Raw Women's Champion, so congrats.
And the fourth match on the card was supposed to be a triple threat tag team ladder match for the Raw tag team titles. But as we saw, the hosts New Day came out and introduced a fourth team to the mix, which was the moment of the night in many people's opinions.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I was shocked that it was them because I'm not gonna say I thought the New Day was gonna come in there because I'm like, we don't need you in this match. But I'm like, who could you possibly send out to make this a 4-way? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I was surprised. And I like how Matt Hardy came with his the yellow dyed hair. I thought he was gonna come in all black.
He's got that broken streak.
Yeah. I thought he was gonna do the whole. I think Jeff Hardy was gonna I'm like, no. I'm glad that happened because you saw him doing the yeah.
That was a classic moment.
Oh, I agree.
That will live on.
Yeah.
Really will. And the
match was good.
And that means we don't just get Matt and Jeff at WrestleMania. We get them on Raw for the near future because they are the champions now.
Oh yeah. I honestly thought Enzo and Big Cass was gonna win that, and I'm like, I like how Vince found a way to screw those guys again by not having them win the titles again by putting the Hardys in. Don't get me wrong, I would have chosen the Hardys over Enzo and Big Cass any day. Okay, and it was pretty cool with it was pretty evident with the reactions where it's like you saw Enzo and Big Cass were getting like the biggest cheers out there, and then once the Hardys boys came, like, who's Enzo and Big Cass? I don't know who they are.
They just blow everybody out of the water.
But that's for the match though. That was a really good ladder match.
Yeah.
Not surprising considering the Hardys were in there.
Yeah, come on.
They had good moments, like you saw the one where Sheamus was doing his those chest stomps to Gallows while Cesaro was doing the swing.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good simultaneously. They just kept going and going and going.
They're good.
And then you had, at the very end, you had Jeff do a swanton bomb from the top, from a very high ladder, mind you.
14-foot ladder.
14-foot ladder, and he just swanton bomb all the way down and hit Cesaro and Sheamus.
He's incredible.
I'm like, that's cool. Like Matt says, he's a spot monkey. He's a spot monkey. But
I never said that.
I didn't say, not you, Matt. Matt Hardy said it.
Oh, excuse me.
Wow. Yeah, how you say you get confused.
Yeah.
But then you saw Matt went and grabbed the titles. Congrats to them. New Raw Tag Champs, the Hardy Boys. Congrats, guys. It's good, bro. All right, man. We're going to take a short break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about the rest of the card. Stay tuned.
Are you a listener? Do you have ears? If you have ears, then you would love this brand new thing we got going on here. It's a thing that requires ears. It's a little thing called a podcast. Believe it or not,
Podcast.
Those things on the side of your head, they have a function.
All right, guys, welcome back to Mean Gene Live. I'm here with my co-host, Matt Savage Conklin, and we're talking about WrestleMania 33. Now, the next match is a match that I've been waiting to talk to you about, Matthew. So I insist you tell us what that match is.
All right, then. The fifth match on the card was an intergender mixed tag team match between The Miz and Maurice and John Cena and Nikki Bella. Given the promos for this match, these guys went back and forth. They were battling on the mic.
Total belt.
Everything they said about each other was true on both sides. And to have all of that work on the mic lead up to that kind of match
A burial.
is kind of like a slap in the face.
Well, is it really? Because Cena did say on the last Smackdown that he was going to destroy The Miz. He was going to crush him, which is exactly what he did. And I personally loved it because those are your two people that you love. Two of your favorite people were in that match.
Oh yeah, yeah. It
Well,
was my number one guy versus my number two guy.
While two of my most hated people were on there. And I'm talking about The Miz and Nikki Bella.
Oh.
Yeah. You thought I was going to say Cena. No.
I
Cena.
did.
No, Cena's okay. Nikki Bella, on the other hand, I hate that woman, man. She's scum. Scum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do not like her. But
Well, she got The Rock.
oh, yeah, she got the Rock. Good
And,
for her.
and let me tell you, Cena finally let someone else grab the brass ring.
Oh, I agree with that. And of course, I think they deserve each other because they're both hypocrites and they're both kind of fake. So for that reason, I said congrats, guys. Now, Cena, please do me a favor and take Nikki as far away from here as you can. All right? I hear you're gonna leave at WrestleMania after WrestleMania. Take Nikki with you, please. Be gone. Cast her out. Out of here. Be gone. Be gone. But like I told you, Matt, what a burial. That's exactly what it was. How Miz and Maurice are gonna bounce back, we're gonna see, because Maurice barely did anything.
Hey, think about it. Miz always bounces back. He's awesome.
All right, we'll see what happens, bro. We'll see. All right, the next match on the card was a non-sanctioned match between Seth Rollins and the man of three H's, Triple H. Now, I just got to say, whew, this feud was ice cold for months.
Let me tell you why Seth Rollins' knee collapsed. Because he carried that feud by himself for 6 months.
And I can agree to that. But I'm not going to lie, the match is actually pretty good.
Yeah, the match was good, but maybe they focused on Rollins' knee a little bit too much.
Yeah.
I think they could have not played that so much.
Yeah, they kept talking about it.
We could have focused on other moves other than Triple H just putting him in that submission.
They kept talking about
over
it
and
over.
over.
I'm like, yeah, we get it. His leg is hurt. We see him selling it. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know if he's selling it. He may be legit hurt. I don't know. And of course, we got to talk about those entrances, though. Triple H, that was one of the worst entrances I've ever seen for Mania. When it comes to Triple H.
For his standards,
yeah. Like, I'm not going to lie, I was mostly focusing on Stephanie right behind him, because I'm like, dude, he's hot.
Say that again?
Hot.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, bro. Like, you saw her behind, I'm like, dude, that's really all we came to see, honestly. Because Triple H in a motorcycle, like, who gives a damn? This isn't 2002 or 2001. I forgot what year it was when he was a biker, Triple H. No one cares. And then, of course, Seth Rollins. I liked his, though. That whole golden attire with the shield in the middle, and then with the torch in his hand, burned the thing down and made the ramp light up. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
But like we said, I thought the match was pretty good. Good for Triple H standards, which was good. Rollins, I always expect him to have a good match. To do it with Triple H was good because last year's match was garbage. Reigns versus Triple H, garbage.
Yeah. The thing is, every year there's always at least one feud that just drags from August through WrestleMania of the next year, because between SummerSlam and WrestleMania, just really not much happens in the landscape of WWE. So this was just one of those feuds.
Yeah, and I like
as simple as that.
Yeah, and I like the pedigree montage they were doing, where Seth tried to do a pedigree, couldn't get it, Triple H tried to do it, then Seth, then Triple H, and then one of my favorite parts was the Stephanie spot when she went through a table. I was like, yeah.
She's a trooper.
She's a trooper.
Going
I give her
through the
props. I give her props for agreeing to do that. You know what? I like to say she's a strong woman. I just don't. She's another one who I don't like, but I will give her credit. When it comes to being a strong woman, she knows when sometimes to do the job. And I had a feeling Steph was going to win because she never slapped Steph. Stephanie never slapped Seth Rollins. And when she slaps someone, that usually leads to a burial. She never slapped him once during that feud. I was like, oh, well, Seth is clearly winning this. But congrats to Seth. Finally got his redemption that he wanted so badly.
All right, guys, we're going to take one last quick break. And when we come back, we'll be joined by a very special guest. Stay tuned.
Guys, welcome back to Mean Gene Live. I was going to be here with my co-host Matt Conklin, but he left. And with me today is a friend of mine who's been wanting to get on the show for a while, ever since we did our Royal Rumble review. Please give a warm welcome to our good friend, the Iron Greek, Andrew Vanich.
Mean Gene, thanks for having me, brother.
Yeah, nice to see you, bro. Good to see you. All right, let's continue with our WrestleMania 33 review. Our next match to talk about is the WWE Championship match between Bray Wyatt versus the Viper Randy Orton. So, Andrew, what did you think of that match?
It was interesting. The whole storyline between Wyatt and Orton was great. I was at a bar watching WrestleMania last night, and the whole place was just like grossed out by what seemed to be maggots and worms and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
Like on the matte canvas.
My favorite part was when the ref was running out of the ring every single time. I was like, that's great.
Yeah,
you ain't scripting that. He was clearly triggered.
Randy Orton hitting 2 solid RKOs to cement himself as a 11-time champion?
11? Might be.
A 12-time champion?
It might be 12. The only thing about this match I didn't like was that Luke Harper wasn't in it. I feel like Luke Harper should have been in this match. I was watching how this whole thing was going on, and I'm like, okay, Harper has to be in this match. Instead of sticking him in that How to Bury Talent Memorial Battle Royal, I'm like, come on, man. Why would y'all put him in there? Especially with how he looks now, with that physique that he has now, his new
I
gear.
think he's still got time to develop. I think maybe.
Time to develop. This dude's a wrestling sav. He's savvy in that ring, bro. And he knows how to talk. What else do you need him to do?
Maybe some one-on-one competition against some solid A-list superstars, and then you could put him into some title matches down the road.
All right, well, okay. Well, agree to disagree. The match is okay. Congrats to Randy Orton for being, I don't know what number he is, some number. Really long number. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Congrats, Randy Orton. I hear voices too. All right, the third to last match on the card was for the Universal Championship, and it was between Brock Lesnar and Goldberg. Now, for me, let's be honest. This match was a signature finish move. That's what it was. It was signatures and finishes.
It was basically a live-action version of a SmackDown Here Comes the Pain video game match.
And I was counting that, too. It was 10 suplexes, 4 spears, 1 jackhammer, and maybe 2 F5.
Finisher meters filled up to the max.
Yeah, that's all it was. But I'm not going to lie. I actually didn't mind this match because, to me, I was comparing it to their 2004 match, and I was like, you know what? This is a better version of it.
It was a completely better version of the WrestleMania 20 match.
Yeah, and I hear Meek Mahan wants Lesnar to he wants to give him more dates to start working. So now I guess we're going to be seeing Lesnar more as champion. Because since he won, congrats to Lesnar for winning.
I mean, you're the champion. You should be on the show more and more often.
I agree.
Because it was weird when he was champion a few years ago, and you have all this talent, and there's no title main event.
Yeah, I liked those. Congrats to Brock Lesnar with the Universal Championship. I hate that belt anyway.
Paul Heyman as well.
Yeah, Paul Heyman's good too. Paul Heyman's good. That Universal title sucks, but hopefully Lesnar can put some prestige in there. Maybe he'll change it. Dear Lord, please let him change that garbage belt. All right, well, we'll see what happens. All right, the second to last match on the card was for the SmackDown Women's Championship between champion Alexa Bliss, Carmella, Mickie James, Natalya, Becky Lynch, and the returning Naomi. It was good. I thought it was okay. They got a short amount of time though.
It was a solid Divas match.
Women's wrestling.
Excuse me, that's right. I'm sorry. It's the old fan in me.
It's okay. Nikki Bella is still there. That's why you're saying Divas. It's okay. It's okay. She's
Mean
a poison.
Gene.
Yeah, she's
You're such a way with jokes.
Yeah, she's a poison. Can't wait for her to leave. But I thought the match was okay. I like the attires. You talk about Becky Lynch. I'm like, what the there.
You saw James Ellsworth take a beating?
Yeah, I saw James Ellsworth's attire. I saw he tried to hit Becky Lynch with the no-chin music. I'm like, excuse me? You trying to hit a woman on WrestleMania, bro? Because you know how, in this day and age, people get triggered over every little thing, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have had a problem with it, but, people would be like, oh, how dare he? How dare he do such an act?
Becky Lynch is a fellow Irish person, so it was all for her for winning. And she's a tough Irish woman, and that's why Becky Lynch is, like, the greatest woman on the roster.
Yeah, I think she was pretty good. But when it comes back to entrances, you saw Mickie James's attire. She looked like Tatanka. I don't know if you remember who Tatanka was.
Yes.
Yeah, she looked just like him. Like, wow, okay, is she going to say, "Aye"? I'm going to see what she's going to say, but it's all right. But, yeah, the match was good. Congrats to Naomi for winning that match. She won in her hometown of Orlando, which was good, so congrats to her.
And now the moment we've been waiting for, the dreadful, sad reality that all of us as wrestling fans, whether you saw him verse himself at SummerSlam in the 90s, you saw him run the Ministry of Darkness, Purple Gloves, the biker, going against Vince McMahon, chokeslamming JBL through the limo. What could have been the last match for The Undertaker? Mark Calloway.
Yeah, Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker. Okay, let's talk about the match first before, because I might get triggered on this show. So let's go with this. I like the match. The match was okay. I thought it was pretty good. They went back. It was a pretty good back and forth match. I thought Reigns held his own. He had to recover from last year's Mania when he gave us a really match against Triple H. So I was like, you know what, dude, you had to do something. And Undertaker was pretty good. It took 4 spears to beat Taker.
Yeah, 4 painful, live in the moment spears.
Yeah. Every time I saw him do those tombstones, I'm like, yes, this match is finally over. Get Reigns out of here. And then he kicks out. I'm like, oh my God, I'm triggered.
Jim Ross coming back for commentary though was.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. I like how he said that like years ago too. He said that if he comes back, he wants to commentate Undertaker's last match. He said that years ago. I forgot when. And I was like, I'm glad he finally got to do that, and it was a good match. And then of course, like I said, Reigns beat The Undertaker. Oh my gosh. I hate that man so much, and now I hate him even more for winning. Oh, my God.
A lot to look forward to on the upcoming episodes of Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah. Hashtag thank you, Taker, for all you've done for this company. I'm really sad that it was Reigns, that piece of garbage who had to beat you. I really wish it was Bray Wyatt. But it is what it is. I'm not going to lie. One thing I will give him credit, that was a pretty boss pose that he did when he won. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, it was a nice tribute at the end of WrestleMania.
No, it was a nice pose that Reigns did. And then, of course, Taker, they gave him a pretty good tribute, which he deserved. He should have gone as long as he wanted to. If anybody had stopped him, I swear, man, a lot of people would have came after them for doing that. But yeah, Taker lost. This is 23-2 now. I hope Taker's not gone now. I honestly hope he comes back. Because he said during on one episode of Smackdown where he's like, WrestleMania will no longer define him. I agree. It is what it is. But I still love Taker. Congrats, man, for all you've done for the business, 20+ years. Thank you, man. Well, all right, guys, that'll do it for us here on Mean Gene Live.
Thanks for having me, Mean Gene.
No problem. No problem, Andrew. We thank you for watching. Please tell, if you have any wrestling fans, tell them about this channel. Tell them about this video so they can watch. And I think you guys did a pretty good job, you and Matt. You and Matt, bro.
What a loser.
If you say so. I'd like to thank Andrew Vantage, Andrew, and Matt Savage Conklin for showing up. If you like what you see, please give us a like and subscribe. Follow SFCTerrierTV on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Until next time, guys. See ya.